In our last example we'll take a look at today, we have an application problem. It says two pilots in a stationary airplane look 38 degrees to the left of their runway and see a bus 75 feet away. They look 28 degrees to the right of the runway and see a truck 110 feet away. How far apart are the bus and the truck? So let's model this with a picture. So what happens is, here's my airplane. Use A for airplane. And here's my runway. And what happens is, they see a bus when they look 28 or 38 degrees to their left. So this is 38. And we know that's 75 feet away. And then if we look 28 degrees to our right, we see a truck which is 110 feet away. And we want to know the distance from the bus to the truck. So we want to find B of t. Well, first off, let's look at this whole angle. 38 plus 28, that's going to be 76 degrees then, isn't it? So once again, notice what I've got here. I've got side, angle, side. So I'm going to use a lot of cosines. And this, since I have a, I think I'll use a squared. So I'll say a squared equals, I have letters b and t, so I'll say b squared plus t squared minus 2 times b times t times the cosine of a. Just using a lot of cosines with your different variables. So we're going to solve for a. I want to find a squared. So substitute that in. 75 squared plus 110 squared minus 2 times 75 times 110 times the cosine of 76. Oh, hold it. That's 66, isn't it? 3 plus 2 is 5. Sorry about that. Back that up. Make that 66. So now, let's do some simplifying. 75 squared is 5625. So I'll take 5625 plus 110 squared is 12,100. Minus, if I take 2 times 75 times 110, we get 16,500. I ran out of room there, times the cosine of 66. Well, I can combine my two numbers. So 5625 plus 12,100. And we get 17,725. We get kind of big numbers here, don't we? So 17,725 minus 16,500 times the cosine of 66. Now, I'm just going to use my calculator. So I'm going to take my answer, which is 17,725. I'm going to subtract 16,500. Whoops, sorry about that. 16,500 times the cosine of my angle, which would be set was that 66? I'm going to go back to my problem just to make sure. Yeah, times cosine of 66. So notice we get kind of a big answer here, don't we? Because it's a squared, so I get a squared is about 11,013.8. And to find it, a, then we'll just take the square root of both sides, and this will be the distance from the bus to the truck. So I'm going to take the square root of my answer, And I'm going to run it to the nearest whole number because my other distance to the nearest whole number, so it just makes sense. 105 feet. Since it's an application problem, don't forget the units. You don't have to solve this triangle because they just ask for the distance from the bus to the truck. And we're going to say, oh, it's 105 feet. There you go.